All right, all right. Good morning there, Tommy. It looks like it's you and me, pal. So let me give you the VIP treatment. First, we'll take a quick look at what's going on CNBC, and we got a little bit of a mix in the market. The Dow's up less than 0.5%. And then there's just rhetoric, really, in the news. The GDP came in at 6.5, slower than expectation, which I guess that's a good thing to help curb inflation and keep the feds from taking away the punch bowl. So the rest of it is really just nonsense. And that's really the only thing I think is in the news that's worthy is the GDP. Take a look at the calendar. I think I saw Amazon's out today, so we got some big names announcing today on earnings, which is a good thing. But I just want to look at the calendar. Got 2 more days to the close of the week. I mean, today we'll really see how everybody feels about the Fed speech. But, I mean, there was nothing new in it. So, yeah, GDP is really the only hot spot for the rest of the week. Oh, look at that. We have personal spending and personal income coming out tomorrow, which is kind of going to be an interesting report. Give us something to think about. And next week, I don't see anything really. You got balance of trade on Thursday. Oh, non-farms. Oh, man. It's going to be a quiet week. It's usually a quiet week going into non-farms. And we're going into the first 2 weeks of August, which is historically the vacation time for the industry. And then we got core inflation. I'm trying to see if we got any Feds coming up. I'm sure at the end of the month there's there's some hearings. So really that's it. I mean, non-farms to consider for next week. So that's really going to make for a boring market. And then if you consider the holidays, that's going to make for an even more boring market. Or not the holidays, but the in-industry vacation time, which is pretty standard. So if we take a look, just jump to the EODs. We look at the S&P, and we ended on a doji yesterday, which was also an inside bar. So a good trade would be a break of the inside bar either way. We'll watch to see what the market does. I'd like to see a break up. And then we got the high of 44.2273. We break past that, we could get a runner. So I'd probably, I'll look for that. So a break of 44.1638 is where... well, no, that's not true. The yesterday's bar, the high is 44.1547. I'll look for a break there, and then it'll have the 2 previous day highs to fight. But if it does do that successfully, we should get a runner. So we're going to look for a trade. And then the 10-year on yesterday's close. I mean, the daily momentum is strong and moving up, and it looks like it's going to do a break. A good entry on the 10-year would be probably 1950. You want to be a little more conservative, you can go 1967. Actually, I'd probably hope for the 1967 instead of having it slap back in my face. And after that, I think interest rates will start rising if the 10-year could break that. But, I mean, it could very easily go into consolidation, stay here for quite some time. It's just when bonds move, they move aggressively, and they're very cool. What else should we look at? Bitcoin, having a hard time hitting our trigger point. which is the 41,300, and all the other markets look the same. AMC is just kind of turning around. So really, oh, look at that. That's a pretty ugly chart. I guess you didn't get to see everything that you should have. There we go. Let's get rid of that. I need like a checklist, really. So that's it in a nutshell. That's what's going on for the day. Sorry for the silence, but I just got a text from a guy asking me a question. So the markets look mixed. The S&P's kind of flat. It's up $9. The Dow's up 146. The Nasdaq's up 17. These are all the futures. Well, the Nasdaq's down 17. When it's mixed like that, kind of makes me leery, thinking it's going to turn. Oh, look at that. My stream is getting sad. When I mess with my phone. Yeah, there you go. See, then it picks up. Alright, so. Well, okay, so it's interesting. I'm kind of torn. The day after the Fed and the press conference seems like when everybody digests what the Feds are doing and the market reacts. So with that in the background, we can kind of say that the market may make a move up or down and kind of tell us what people are thinking about what the Feds are doing. But with non-farm payroll out there next Friday, it kind of looks like I would be inclined to believe that the markets are choppy. So I have two factors that are kind of conflicted. But we do have 2 days before the weekend, so really we could probably trade isolated today from the effects of non-farm next week. So we could see a move that kind of identifies what the general feeling is for what the Feds are doing. So my interpretation is that the Feds are not going to back off of their asset buying right now. They're not tapering right now. With the GDP coming in lighter than expected, we could all assume that there is nothing to encourage the Feds to start backing off of the easing policy. So, but they did say that the economy looks strong, but they'll always say that to be encouraging. So I'd be more apt to say that the market might push up today. But the character of the market over the past few weeks has been a strong move at the open, and then it just fades off. So we might get a good push at the open and then a consolidation. We might test the high of the S&P of the 44.2273, which, I mean, that's a good 22 points away. We're already eating up 10 points at the open. But yeah, we'll just wait and see what the market gives us. And then that's what you do for intraday trading. I mean, when you have a bias, you could stack up your orders a little bit if you take a long. But even with my bias, I'm willing to take a short or go long a put. Long a put. But the summer market is just choppy, so you can expect that. But hey, we're burning right through summer anyway. Good morning, everybody who just joined us. I see you popping on a little at a time, just in time for the market open. Futures are up 10 and just chilling. Yo, Diddy up 18% today. I think there's a rumor that they were going to go public, go private, but I think they squashed that rumor. Nokia's getting some energy too. Lending Club. That's probably the best return for the day. We are rocking and rolling around here. Got 8 minutes to the market open. Yeah, I think so. They priced it at 32. I think it's at 38 right now. It's coming out at 38. Well, the subscription was 32, and they're pricing it on the market at 38. Just a quiet day, but I appreciate the likes, everybody. Not a lot of folks joining us. Got 3 minutes to the market open. Actually, I had said that the first 2 weeks are vacation time, but it's actually the last 2 weeks. That's vacation time for the industry. But market's about to open in less than a minute. Before that happens, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Yeah, do you? All right, cool. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for a bias to the upside. Just worried about that turnaround and the tanking. Because of that divergence that's in there. There she is. Oh, and she's ripping. 1547 is a break of yesterday's high, which was the range, the trading range. If you see that blue line, I believe that was the trading range of, no, yesterday was in the gold. So I think the blue line is the trading range from Monday on the 5-minute chart. Got a flag on the 32nd. Taking that flag. A lot of resistance in here. Composite's down, Dow's up. Composite's got to turn around to push that. Nope, we broke through the high. Taking one off right here for a solid buck, and I'm going to move to a stop even because we got a lot of resistance. Stop even, break even, stop. And she's going, baby, she's going. 2273, that's our target. I'm taking another off right here for a solid $2 a contract, and I'm letting the last one run. I'm just afraid it's going to kick back in my mug. Nice making money right out of the hole. Composite turned around, so it should start lifting the S&P. Russell's trading off a little bit. It's not even moving. I don't even think I'm getting quotes on the Russell. What's going on? Russell canceled due to lack of interest. Got a shooting star on the 2-minute. Got to watch that, but the momentum is still very positive. Looks like we could be making a double top on the 32nd in the 1 minute. I'm gonna move my stop up on my last third. Might be squeezing it too soon, but I'm moving it up to that low right there, 1607. Oh, and she triggers. Breaking the high of the day. I think we got resistance here. That flag triggers. I'm going, I'm squeezing my stop a little more. At the 1894 mark. I'm out. Yeah, I know that was tight. I think I squeezed it too much. But the 30 seconds rolling over, the 1 minute is rolling over. Oh my goodness, I have two 30 seconds going on here. Oh man. My chart was on the wrong time frame and I squeezed my stop too tight. That's alright, can't argue about making money. No, there we go. Now we're getting the 1 minute to roll over. A little consolidation up here. It's making that one more push to the high. Blimey, blimey, blimey. If my charts were correct, I should have my stop right now. At the 1862. It's a nice clean open, really no gaps to fill. I took just 3 puts on the break here. just for fun, because I saw this finger right there, that green finger. I'm going to take one off right here. It's a little early, but there's usually a reversal around 9:50. Actually, I'm taking the two contracts off, so I'm off 2/3. I just have one contract that I'm entertaining myself with. So the reason I took it is, on my long position, I had my 1 minute set to 32nd, and I thought I saw a double top, and I got out early. So, so I kind of looked at this as my long position where I would have closed it, and based on this little move and that one finger, I would have closed it right here. So I would have started trailing. So I figured I would just go try a put. But I just played it conservative. I only did like 3 contracts. So since I didn't have the long position, I decided I would just try something the other way. This looks like might be a double top on the 32nd. I'm looking for about 4 more points with a small retrace. I don't know if I'll get it. Yeah, 2 more points. Moving my stop to 2015. Try to lock in a solid point on the contract. Come on, baby. Looks like it's tapering out. But the 1 minute still seems to be moving a little bullish. It's losing its momentum though. Moving my stop to 1833. trying to lock in 2 points on this last contract. Oh, looks like it might take me out. I'm out. Alright, that was a fun little trade. Yeah, it looks like it's putting in a lower high, so it could still be in the downtrend at this point. No, look how small these bars are getting now. Hey Anthony, good morning. So you missed a long trade and a short trade. Short trade was really just a little amusement trade. But this morning we took, on the 32nd, we just took that flag right there. see. So right there, you had that bull flag breaking 1498. We took it, picked up a few stickies, a couple of shekels. Now we're going into a consolidation right here. Just really light bars. I mean, we made a new high. We eked out a new high. I'm going to watch the 2 minute for an indication of a reversal. So 2 good trades so far. Looks like we might be able to rely on a reversal here if we get a good indication. It's just the market's moving so slow, the 30-second is not going to give us a reasonable double top. Even the 1 minute is a little too choppy for a good double top. But the 2 minute and the 5 minute look good. The 5 minute momentum is still kind of bullish. The 2 minute is flat. Minute looks like it's rolling over. I think I'm going to take this right here. A little late to the game. No, I'm a buck. Come on, push down. I'm going to take a contract on my first third. Moving my stop to a break even in case we bounce off this. It's got to break this trigger right here. This pivot low right here to start that divergence. Come on. I'm going to close it right here. Wait for a break of that. I only picked up like 80 cents a contract on that. I'm playing it close to the bone because it's kind of early for a midday reversal. What you gonna do? Getting a little long in the tooth for that 2 minute pattern. That 5 minute pattern still looks good. That's the same low though. This market has no energy. Got a 30-minute bull flag setting up. I think I'm more interested in that than a reversal. Still got about 24 minutes before that's done. The 30-minute momentum is pretty bullish too, and the 60-minute momentum, kind of neutral. Making those tiny bars again. So yesterday I had read, I think it was Tommy that said he was feeling a correction, or maybe it was Kerry who was asking if there's a correction coming. So the way I look at the market is it's always vulnerable for a correction, right? But what I look at is the health of the market, or how stable it looks, and how it could handle a catalyst, which is a bit of bad news. So, I mean, we get bad news all the time, and the market shakes it off, and it just shows some strength and some health. So when I look at a market that advances aggressively without a consolidation, or a quick, almost parabolic move up, I kind of figure that the market is just vulnerable to some bad news. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So when I start feeling the market can't take a hit as well as it could have in the past, I start reducing my size. So there is no I'm getting out because the market's due for a big correction. What you do is you look at it, you say, okay, it's not healthy enough to continue taking bad news and brushing off bad news. So you slowly peel back your position to a point where you're comfortable, so that you're in it, because the market could run unhealthy indefinitely, or the market could be illogical indefinitely. But when it does, so you don't want to miss out on that illogical move. But when it does take its hit, you want to have your exposure reduced. So if you reduce your exposure a little bit and the market continues ripping up and you're getting more uncomfortable, you would reduce your exposure a little more by 20%. And this is how you invest. If you're trying to time the market to trade it, Well, that's not going to work. It may work once in a while, but it's not going to work. I mean, this is a long-term game, and over the long term, you're going to get hurt. So investment-wise, you say, okay, I don't like my exposure right now. I'm going to reduce my exposure, but stay in the game. And then when the market does get that hit and that correction, you got a ton of cash to buy up stock very cheap, and very at undervalued price, and that's how you make money investing. But if you're looking at the market as in a trading mentality, and when it's going to correct, it's just, that's wrong. You're just trying to time the market. You come into the market, you have a bias when you're trading. You trade heavier towards your bias, but you're open to what the market's doing, whether it's going to go up and down, and you don't try to anticipate it. So anyway, that's just a thought to address the question yesterday of whether the market is due for a correction or not. So it's always due for a correction. How healthy is the market right now to take bad news? Because markets don't just correct for the sake of correcting. Markets respond to catalysts, and that's what you want to know. Is there a catalyst that's going to bring this market down, and how aggressively will it come down based on the health of the market and really the health of the price action? Then you can find out what the catalyst might be. But usually the big correction catalyst you never anticipate. I mean, everybody's sitting there staring at bonds, corporate bonds, all 2019 or 2018, and lo and behold, we have a pandemic, something nobody ever anticipated or saw coming. Well, I guess like Neener saw it coming, but I mean, it's what, 100-year event or a 200-year event, a pandemic in our society. The water was so still this morning, and there was this huge 65-footer going out, and oh man, my mouth was just watering. I just wanted to untie and follow him out. Yeah, see, this is why I played that stop so tight. It was early in the day, and it just looks like the market's losing its vibe, and we're just settling into a consolidation, which has been the personality of the market. You get that one move in the morning, we make a few bucks, and then it's a wrap. I didn't even look at what the afternoon session did. Got about 15 minutes for that 30-minute bar to close. Might be a good bull flag. Might get a little bit of a run from there. Oh, I'm sitting here with an earbud in my ear. Oh my God, for hours. And I don't even have anything on. So this is the time we should be getting the midday reversal. But we put in such a consolidation. You know, you kind of have a pennant on the 2-minute. I'm sure if we reduce the 30-second, I mean, you can see the pennant on the, or really a wedge. I'd argue actually more a wedge than a pennant on the 1 minute. But it's getting so long in the tooth that I don't think it'll have energy on the breakout. And it's just boring. I'm bored. I'm very, very bored. See, but my life, if I didn't do the channel, would have been, yeah, you know, those 3 trades this morning. This starts boring me. Wrap it up, and go kayaking or something. Maybe go diving. Or go harvest some clams. I used to make a fresh linguine and clam sauce from the fresh clams that I would harvest. Delicious. So everything's up. I mean, the Nasdaq's only up 28 to show you what a sleepy day that is. S&P's up 17, Dow's up 160. I mean, everything's about. Am I getting quotes for? Oh yeah, okay. My Russell started quoting again. And then Russell's the strongest for the day, up 1%. It's boring. Let's see what's going on my list. Apple's up 77 cents. That's cool. AMC's up 29 cents. Amazon down 18. Amazon announces today, I believe. Chewy. Oh, Chewy's looking good. Put back to 90. Man, Virgin Galactic. Just can't get out of its way. Tesla had a 14-point move. Viacom's looking good. Oh, we're making a little move up to the, no, fading off again. Now Verizon having a little bit of a move, 0.5%. Viacom picked up 1%. Exxon Mobil. I like that company. 78 cents. Cool. Looks like the Ape Nation is falling off over there. I mean, I'm looking at some of the live streams for the Ape Nations, and their viewers are off. I mean, that dude Matt, his daily viewers are like cut in half. It looks like this cat's up all through the night making comments and watching the stock. Poor guy. I promise you I am sleeping through the night. Nokia up. Yeah, did they announce today also? I saw something about Nokia today. Or they beat. Oh man, I didn't want it to move so soon. It's gonna blow up that bear flag. That bear flag would have, that bull flag. Oh no, it didn't blow up that bull flag. That's cool. That 30-minute bull flag looks really good. Got about 10 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't blow past the high of the day in the next 10 minutes. It'll be a nice setup. A good flag. This is my 30-minute chart right here. So a good flag will consolidate below the previous bar. So this bar's high is 44, 23, 27, and if it sets up below that, that's a pretty good flag. So on the next flag, I'll wait for the break of the 44, 20, 86, and that's that's the high. And then the test, if the flag's going to work, it's got to break the previous high of the 44, 23, 27. And then, obviously my stop would go down here if this is the low of the flag. And that's what I'm watching. I don't want it to break beyond this and then consolidate and take the break. I want it to settle in right here. And the momentum looks good. So, looks like it's setting up as a nice flag. Not a lot of energy in the market, so when the time comes, I'll reevaluate whether I'm going to take that flag or not. I already had 3 good trades, so, well, 1 good trade and 3 okie doke trades. As far as payoffs or movement, they were all good trades because I stuck to the rules. Yeah, they beat earnings. Good company, though, Kia. I like their product. Oh, you know what? I read they came out with a military grade phone, which I kind of clocked that because that's important to me given my lifestyle. So I have like a tough book computer, and I keep military grade equipment around, especially sailing. The phone I have now is submersible, but it's not really waterproof. But the military grades are. So that's what I read, that Nokia came out with that military grade line. And actually I want to look into that and see what the product is about. Very good, very good, very good. So yeah, we're just consolidating, man. If we were going to get that reversal, we would have had it already. This consolidation is long in the tooth. I mean, you can see the channel. Well, actually, this is around the time for the reversal. But yeah, we're in this consolidation channel, so you can't really look for a reversal. I mean, there's no solid top. We're staying in this wedge. Be interesting if we stay here the rest of the day. And that's what we've been looking at for the past week or so, like a 20-point move here, a 20-point move there. Here a move, there a move. But we made a new high today. But on the daily, I got to tell you, I kind of like this little pattern we're doing. It's creating kind of a consolidation. Maybe a little move down again tomorrow. Nothing too aggressive. just talking out loud, or thinking out loud, rather. I guess that's what you do, you talk out loud, right? I'm just thinking out loud. Putting another push in for our high. Come on, don't blow up my sweet flag. 4 minutes. Stay off that high. Man. Yeah, made a 22-point move. I mean, that's not uncommon for Tesla to see a 22-point move. Before it hopped into the S&P, there was so much volatility in it, and I thought it was going to come into the S&P and create more volatility, you know, more trading opportunity. But it came in November, last November, and yeah, it was just a dog after that. But I guess there's a lot of factors around in the election year. But yeah, Tesla's moving aggressively now. Man, it's going to blow up this. Oh, good. Okay, pull back a little bit. We got 2.5 minutes left to create a really nice flag. If it keeps pulling back a little bit, it'll probably create that nice flag. On the 30-minute chart, that's what I'm watching. I mean, you really can't trade off the lower time frames because the stock's just, well, the market is just chopping around or consolidated. Oh. So 2210 is the trigger on that flag. And it's a good flag. It didn't exceed the previous bar. It's a textbook flag. And the flag breaks down at 16. So you got a 6-point risk on that trade. But you could find a better entry, probably on a lower chart, to reduce your risk. You can keep an eye on that 5-minute too. You could kind of call that a double top. See if you get a reversal on that. A lot of support at the 415 area. Doesn't look like it's working out so well. So that flag triggered. I didn't take it because it's around the time that we should see a reversal, and I see a double top on the 5-minute. I mean, it may very well make the move, but once I question a setup, I tend not to take it. Although the 30-minute is very strong. The 30-minute momentum is very strong. No, there it goes. $23.27 was the test point, so it broke through that. So this looks like a good flag. oh, what's going on? What's going on? The S&P's up, Josh. The composite's up. Dow's up. The Russell's up. What's up with you? Oh, Jonathan. Colada. Oh, a paisan. I love paisans. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, paisan. We're just watching this bull flag play out on the 30-minute, and seeing if we can get some run out of it. But there's just no energy in the market right now. It's just kind of chopping back and forth. No steam. But it's up $2 from the trigger point. I don't know who took it. I didn't take it. One of my free folk might have taken it. If Anthony didn't fall asleep at his desk, he probably took it. But man, I'm hungry. Yeah, there you go. Wake up, Anthony. See, this is not how you want to see a flag behave. See, here's the flag. It triggered. It broke the test. Now it's pulling back. I mean, you got 15 minutes left before that bar finishes. But, you know, once a flag breaks, you want to see it run. You know? You just have to really attribute that to the time of year. Which is another reason why risk management is so important, because you come into cycles where you know your setups and everything are working out great and you're making a lot of money, and then there are cycles where you know you're just not making a lot of money or even losing, and you have losing months. So you got to be able to stay in the game. You know, you start risking too much money on trades, and eventually something takes you out of the game. Preservation of capital. So I had mentioned yesterday that I wasn't going to stream tomorrow, Friday, and head up to the mountains, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to stream tomorrow, and I'll head up to the mountains in the evening. So if everybody wishes, they could join me tomorrow. Maybe get another trade in for the week. Pretty good week. Really good month for July. A lot of trades hit off. Not many runners, but I think we got a lot of second targets. You know, nothing really ran away. I think 1 or 2 trades this month might have run away and paid us ridiculously. I think I had a $1,700 contract day that ring in my head. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm happy I didn't take that flag. It's not doing anything. I mean, it wouldn't have lost. Made a few bucks, but it wouldn't be worth the risk. The game's not over. It could still continue. You know, the flag falls apart if it breaks this low right here. But, I mean, I don't know if I'd sit in a trade this long. You know, I get bored quickly. Where'd I see the flag? You know, it's actually moving up. Right here on the 30-minute, here's the push up on the first 30 minutes. Here's the 10 to 10:30, and then here's the 10:30 to 11 bar, and the trigger would have been breaking that 10 to 10:30 bar at 22:10. So that's on the 30-minute, and you have strong momentum. I mean, it's moving up. You're only up about $2. It may grind its way up, but yeah, this is not the market I like to trade, man. I like to get in a trade and the baby moves. That's why you day trade. If I'm in a trade for more than like 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm not deep in the money, it's just, something's wrong. But again, it may just continue to grind its way back up. Looks like energy and financials putting a little weight on the S&P. But every time the composite turns and moves up, the S&P just jumps up again. So did you see that, Anthony? Did you catch my pointing it out on the 30-minute? Now the baby's moving. I mean, it's up for $4. I don't know about that. It broke right away. That's about 24 minutes in that flag. But you could call that a bull flag on the daily also, which means that this has a lot of potential for movement. And that 30-minute momentum is powerful. A lot of, very bullish. And the 60-minute is very bullish. This is actually a real good trade. I mean, it's just the movement of the market. When it moves like that, it just turns me off. Yes, you got that? All right, cool. So we're definitely not getting a reversal today. Yeah, that baby's moving. Yeah, those 30-minute flags are definitely good setups. So you probably got about $2 per contract right now. Doesn't look like my stream quality is as good as it was yesterday. Sunspots. See, this is what I don't like. It just, just swings back and forth. Gives you a little push, swings back down, a little push up, swings back down. I gotta figure out how to get more heads in here. Not that I don't love the free folk that are with me now, but get a whole bunch of people trading with us. It'll be a little more fun. Although I guess this is not really the season for fun. But hopefully by the fall we'll have a few people trading regularly with us. Well, based on your delta, why you can, if you're trading options, you can anticipate what the price is and go a little heavy. Yeah, or what the price should be when it hits your entry target. I appreciate that, Anthony. Yeah, some people come and say that they came here. Hey, Khalid. People come and say that somebody had mentioned them and they checked the site out. But I guess sometimes people hop on and I'm having those stream troubles, and that can be frustrating. So I'm sure that chases people away. So I just kind of anticipate the price. When I put my order in, like if I'm looking for it to break like 22.10, I know it's got to move a buck up to do that. I put maybe $0.50 on a stop with $0.50 on the option. Or if it's moving down and I want to get out, I anticipate it and then I put my limits in. Can I rant about what kind of money, if possible? Well, I mean, he sees what the hedge fund guys do and stuff like that. I mean, there's plenty of money to be made. So today, collectively, I'd say we got two and a half, maybe $5 per contract collectively. So that's $500 per contract, and we did that all in less than 15 or 20 minutes of the market open. So if you're doing 10 contracts, that's $5,000. If you're doing 30 contracts, that's $15,000. A Discord server. Oh, you mean for me? Like you're getting delayed in working with me? All right. Well, we're setting up a Discord server, Wyatt. 4430. Yeah, why not? Looks like it's on its way right now. We already broke the highs. We're making new highs. There's really no resistance. Now it's just a matter of momentum. So, 4430 is, a good possibility. Let's take this 30-minute and see if we can get an extension on it. Yeah, I'd say 36 is a reasonable shot. Yeah, I'm actually, it's being worked out now. I got some free folk to start helping me out with some things. A little bit out of the pocket, but I see where it could benefit, and folks could use that. So see, yeah, I lose patience, but this is the 30-minute flag that's, oh man, that's running. Yeah, never came back, didn't get much heat. It just bored me for a while and then took off. But yeah, this is a half hour that you had to wait on this thing. That's not for Dave. I mean, I don't mind waiting a half hour for a setup to trigger, but I don't want to sit in a position and wait for it to run for a half hour. And yeah, when the market's moving properly, as soon as that baby triggers, boom, it just takes off and makes the move. Change the title every day. Yeah, I just forget about it, really. I mean, most of the stuff in the title isn't even relative anymore. Watching the Fed. Yeah, I really got to get somebody who's more of a YouTuber to handle that. I mean, yeah, I'm a trader, so. But I appreciate the tip, Khalid. And yeah, we're going to work on the Discord server. I'm glad I cracked you up, and I'm glad you're listening. I appreciate you popping in and letting me know that you're around from time to time. It's encouraging when you guys let me know that you're getting something out of this. Then it doesn't feel like a lesson in futility. But yeah, if you if you're new to the channel though, hit the subscribe and hit the bell. This way you know when we're up. Sometimes I get knocked out. Sometimes my stream is poor because I'm off the grid. And hit the likes, because it's like tipping your host, and it goes a long way with YouTube for me. But yeah, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you along while you're learning EV. Live trading, learn to trade. Yeah, there's actually a program too that I could figure out what gets good searches. See, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, I have no aspirations of being a YouTuber. Yeah, I like trading and I like talking to people. So I've got to get somebody in here. Well, I have somebody working on it now, and hopefully they get aggressive and do that stuff and clean it up. I mean, the quality of my videos have to improve too. But I'll tell you, man, I trade every day, so just hanging out with whoever's on here and chatting with you. Yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Wyatt. And I mean, I don't need success of the channel really because yeah, you know, it seems like when we get to about 11 users, that's when the channel gets interesting for me because I get a lot of input, which creates the content and I can chat. And it seems like everybody, you know, is on the same page. Like when it's time to trade, we're all watching the trades and trading. But yeah, you know, when it's downtime, we got a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, not yeah, yeah. That's funny. See, you like your, yeah. I don't know. See how long it lasts. That's why I'm alone a lot of times because I got a lot of point of views. Try not to upset anybody. But see, that's the cool part about doing this because I'd be sitting there anyway, staring at the market. I mean, because that's what I do, and I do it every day between 9:30 and really I used to do it until about 11:30, and then I shut everything off. Yeah, you know, and I sit here quiet, and it's a lonely, boring thing. Um, but yeah, you know, having when we get like about 11 to 14 people, then I have plenty of people to talk with. Um, yeah, man. There's an easy way to make a decent amount of money, and that's trade right, man. Yeah, you know, right away what you're telling me, you've been on AMC, GME. Those are lottery tickets, man. That's crap shooting. That's not what investors do. That's not what traders do. Um, I mean, if you made some money, which some dudes in this chat made money in AMC, took that money and invested it and are learning how to trade properly and becoming really good traders. So yeah, there's an easy way. You learn how to trade properly. You learn what risk management is. You learn about why you take a trade, um, and you become a professional. And that's what I do. I mean, I have 30 years in the industry, and um, I trade. There's no magic bullet here, or you know, no secret sauce. This is what's being done all over the industry by all of the professionals, just using price action. No magic indicators or anything. I use price action and the MACD, the MACD. That's it, and you make money. And it's about probabilities and statistics. I mean, you just take setups and trades that have high probabilities, and it's probabilities, not guarantees. So you have to have the risk management, and small losses, big wins, and that's it. You're making money, honey. So yeah, Michael, if you made money on GameStop and AMC, sock that money away right now and learn a trade. Learn a trade as far as you know, a profession. And if your profession is going to be trading, learn how to trade, not how to take gambles. If you're excited about a position and you're emotional or you're upset and frightened, you're not doing it correctly. This should be void of emotion. And that's what you have to learn. You have to learn proper setup. So you should be paper trading right now. Leave your capital alone because you know, your capital is precious to you. Let it sit, put it somewhere safe, and go to paper. And once you know that when you pull the trigger, there's a high probability that you're going to make money, that's when you start playing with your money. There's no magic bullet. You know, I'm not going to show you an indicator that shows a cross and you get in and you're going to make money. That's all bullshit. The only people making the money are the ones selling the indicators. You know, and based just what's out there for free that comes with your platform, that's all you need. And that's trading. I mean, but I also do intermediate term stuff with options that you know, makes me money every week, 3 or 4 times a week. It's just steady amount of money. Nothing exciting. It's not huge, but I mean, I guess it might be huge to most, but you know, it's not. You know, It's not. It only shows you about 6% on your investment. But it does it. You have 3 trades a week, so it's 6% on your investment 3 times a week, which is not bad. I mean, at the end of the month, it pays off. Low risk, steady, and then with a clear head, you find directional opportunities. But if you're out there trying to make money in the market, you're not going to make money. If you're trading based on money, you're not going to make money. You might be good for a while, but you're not going to last. So I had said it earlier in the week. There are bold traders and there are old traders, but there are no old, bold traders. No. But the key to it will be, Mr. Blackburn, join me every day between 9 and 12 and just watch what we do. It's summertime, it's a little boring, it's a little slow, but that's okay, because you need to understand that. When you come into the summer, after the fall, and you're taking setups and you're making money hand over fists, or after the winter, you continue with that frame of mind, and you overtrade, take too many setups, and end up blowing yourself up. So you don't want to do that. You want to understand that there's a time to trade and there's a time not to trade. And by sitting in on during the boring months, you'll learn when not to trade, which is a very important lesson. And you're learning off of my tuition, off of the millions of dollars that I've laid out into the market to learn how to trade professionally. You will end up reaping the benefit. So I pay tuition for everybody who's listening to us. If you listen to me, which you're going to ignore a lot of the things I say and make the mistakes for yourself, but that's the nature of the species. All right, cool. Yeah, that's perfect for you. So you get home, you hop on with us, and we start chatting. And ask any question, man. If I use vernacular you're not familiar with because I'm accustomed to speaking in industry, just let me know and I'll clarify. No dumb questions here. No such thing as dumb questions here. All good questions. Hey, it was my pleasure, Ant. Happy to do it. You guys are going to lose considerable amount of money too before you learn. I mean, I'm sure there are some prodigies out there. Some people learn quickly, take a beating real fast and then figure out, okay, I'm not going to let myself take a beating anymore. I wasn't one of those guys, that's for sure. But that's always been my style. If there are mistakes to make, I'll make them. I'll make every one of them. I'll only make them once, but I'll make every one of the mistakes. Well, actually, you know what? I can't even say that. I've made a few times. Like, gotten that situation where, damn, I keep doing this. Let's see what that daily is starting to build up like. It's still just a strong bar up, man. Strong bar. Good daily bar. The market just doesn't want to come down. Yet, the Feds are behind it. I'm not so confident in the Treasury. I'm not a big fan of Yellen. But I know the Feds are behind the market. So we're working on the Discord, and I'm not pushing it too hard, but I'm getting it done. But I would like it done for the fall, when we really have something to do, where we really can benefit from it, and people can participate in the trades, and I could help you manage your trades, or at least tell you how I would manage my trades. So I could coach you. And I don't care if you're paper trading or live trading, you know, as long as you're trading and learning the skill. Yo, let me tell you something, man. That's key if you have that emotional control, because that's where most of the mistakes stem from. So if you could keep that that sense of control, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine. Now you just need to learn. And if you're betting, then you have an understanding of statistics and probability. But you can't come in here with the mentality that you're betting. This is not betting. You get, you know, probability and mathematics. That's all it is. And yeah, you know, what I'm showing you are setups that have been back tested through the ages. You know, the homework's done on them. I mean, people come up with new setups and back test different theories and things like that, and that's fine. That's fun. You could do that. You know, I do that on longer term kind of situations. But yeah, you know, price action and these setups are tried and true. Uh, I even feel it in my voice that the market slowed down, because when we first started streaming in the beginning of June, there was a lot to talk about, and I mean, I'd go I'd go back into my house, and my throat was just killing me, and I was just exhausted from the day. Although we were doing full days also, but I mean, I started doing half days because there's just nothing to talk about. Yeah, you know, I mean, the market's just not doing anything worth really discussing. It gave us that flag, which was good for about 7 points, so that's about 3 points on an option. But that's the only thing it gave us after the opening move that we made money. Just low quality trades during the summer. So you almost got that 30 you were looking for, Wyatt. Came close. And the day's not over. Well, I didn't catch the open, but there was a flag on the 30-minute chart that we took. Um, it was, and it was a good flag. It moved up pretty quick, and we made money on that. And I squeezed my stop a little bit, but still made money. And then there was a double top right after that flag that I took that double top and traded that down. Did it on light. Yeah, you know, light volume, light position. But so we caught two really nice ones, and then we had the the 30-minute flag that I didn't take, but it worked out very well. And usually I do that. Like if I made my money in the first 10 minutes, then you know, I kind of just back off instead of giving some back. You know, unless I see something really, really quality. Which that 30-minute wasn't bad, but given the nature of the market right now, I know there's not a lot of follow through. You can even argue this was it's not really a reversal. Full point pullback. No, I didn't. Okay, so if you're looking at the charts right now, Ant, look, here's the opening bar on the 32nd, really strong. And here is the flag, and we took the break of the flag. So we didn't take the open because, I mean, that's just guessing which way the market's going to go. But yeah, you know, that's a really strong bar. You have good momentum over here. The setup was really nice. I mean, that's a classic flag right there. And then boom, we took the break of the flag. And then, yeah, you know, we just ground our way up. So I think it was like 14 to 20 something. Yeah, it was like 14 to 22. And then it showed us a top somewhere. I think right here is where I bought a couple of puts and just played this down a little bit. We picked up a couple of stickies on the way down. And then we just had that 30-minute flag. So, a couple of opportunities. I see my stream is wanting. So if you're checking us out and you're new to the channel or just hopped on, hit up those likes. Goes a long way to help out the channel. I like you, you might as well like me. All that corny stuff's got to be worth something. The 30-minute flag, yeah, good. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Sometimes, because I am off-grid, and I'm actually streaming from the back of a boat right now, the channel drops, but I get it up, and if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification when it gets up if you want to join me again. And again, hit the like, because that goes a long way with YouTube for me. Nope, I didn't take the open. I took the flag on the open. I think we might be putting in a trend reversal right here. The stream is choppy or the market's choppy? Nope. So much for the reversal. I gotta clean my head, man. The whole boat smells like a urinal. We're going down, down, down. Thank you, Jonathan. It's because I'm cleaning my head, right? You gotta respect a man who keeps a nice clean head. Do I still get it up? That's a hell of a question there, Ant. I'll answer that question when you're a Patreon member. Oh, look at that. We have an excellent stream now. What happened? Must be sunspots. Oh, for you landlubbers out there, a head is what you call the bathroom on a boat. And if you want to know where the term comes from, when you're on a ship and you're at the bow and you look off the bow and you see that netting and everything, that was the head of the ship, and that's where the old seamen and fishermen used to go to do their business. And then you'd have to go there and clean the head. And usually it was a deck swab or something who got stuck with that job. So that's where you used to defecate, off the bow of the boat. So it dropped down and it'd get on, the pulpit and everything. Yeah, the stream goes out. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it says excellent quality. But yeah, it goes back and forth, man. I'm not lying when I say this is off-grid trading. I am making a living with no chains that bind me. I could be anywhere in the world doing this, and I prefer to be on a boat, or sometimes I go up into the mountains and hang out with my family who are in the city. Is it a big or small part? It doesn't encompass the largest portion of my wealth, but I do it pretty much every day. So it certainly isn't the lion's share of the funds that I accumulate, but it's what I use. It's the money that I burn through. Playing and partying and just living. But so I mean, you could look at that in different aspects. I spend a lot of time on it because I just do it every morning, so it's a lot of my time, but it's not the largest portion of my activity in the market. Or yes, the head of the ship. That's correct. I mean, even when you hear about the superstar traders and hedge fund traders, they're not day trading. They're more intermediate term trading and things like that. When you're good at day trading, it's a good way to just reach into the market and grab some cash for the day. But you should take that cash, build long-term portfolios and intermediate term portfolios, and find low risk ways of making money. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing this channel is contingent on is my ability to stream. That's one thing I won't change for the channel. So if I couldn't stream from the boat, I'm not streaming. And if I can't stream from the mountains, I'm not streaming. I'm certainly not going to park myself in the city and do this. So no change of lifestyle for me, or change of quality of life for me to do the YouTube channel. But as long as I could do it while I'm trading and yeah, you know, it works out, I'm happy to hang out and talk with everybody and do this. And make new friends. Khalid, are you here in the States, or are you some elsewhere? Because I know we got a European, Mr. Blackburn. And Colada, who I assumed actually was a Paisan, but could be a Latino. I'm a Paisan myself. Actually, I think today's supposed to be like a 90-degree day. Or higher. No, we're not there yet. No, maybe that's tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Way up in the 90s tomorrow. Woo! Gonna be cooking. Salada. In Boston. That's a cool town. Did you ever do walking tour of the Freedom Trail? Or is that just for the tourists? Oh, that's your brother, Anth? Salada. He is a Ginzo, huh? That's a lot of Ginzos on the channel. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool, man. The tour of Boston. Yeah, it's a tourist thing. I mean, you got to do it, man. I mean, yeah, you know, it's Boston. You know. I mean, between Boston and Philadelphia, that was like the start of the country. Oh yeah, you're a man after my own heart, bro. Yeah, I like to tour too. I usually just grab a bag and take a walk through a country. So I walked through Chile and Peru, Ecuador, Mexico. I've been to other countries, but those are the ones I thoroughly walked through. And then in Asia, I was through Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia, and Philippines. But I mean, like, I started at one end of the country and just walked to the other, hitchhiked, took long boats down the Mekong. There's different ways of getting through the country. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you all did it, the walking tour. But I mean, you got to hear the guy sing, man. He starts it out, rings his bell, and goes, "Walking tour of the freedom, walking tour of the Freedom Trail," and I mean, forget about it. It's in your head the rest of your life. This looks like a, well, not really. It looks like a reverse trend, but a micro trend. What the heck is that? But it made too many highs. It's breaking right there. It might be good, but it kept making highs. So you want to see the reverse micro trend without making new highs. Yeah, this might get you there. Yeah, Vietnam's cool, man. And I kind of have a brunette fetish. So, South America, um, um, the Middle East, Asia, forget about it, man. I just go crazy for those women. Yeah, we're just kind of consolidating. I mean, if you look at the 2 minute, we're still kind of in an uptrend. Yeah, the 5 minute still looking like an uptrend. It's just a grindy, slow market. I mean, even that flag, you saw about 7 points, but it's no big whoop. I don't need a new job, man. What do you got for me? Just realized I said I loved women. I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore. Yeah, that's the drag now too, man. That's why I'm not selling too aggressively, because it's just a pain in the ass to get into different countries, um, because everything's not open and they changed the rules. Yeah, you could be sailing across the Atlantic, and by the time you hit some place, they've changed everything, and you have a hard time checking in. You're running out of water. You're running out of food. Yeah. So yeah, I've been really laying back on the sailing, but I'm kind of itching to head into South America, maybe Mexico, or maybe Panama. No, man, I don't want to give walking tours. Yeah, it looks like my trading day is over. I'm not seeing any movement here worth trading. Hmm. Take 80 cents on that. Yeah, that's cool way of life. Yeah, I like to do that when I'm in the mountains. And then obviously, I've talked about it before. I hunt, so I like to harvest my own meats, and that's pretty much all I eat as far as proteins. Whatever I either catch here on the water, or whatever I shot up in the mountains. But yeah, the quality of food is very important to what you put in your body, and I mean, we're putting a lot of toxins, all these chemicals that are in our foods. It's just atrocious. And then the quality of beef is terrible because it's grain raised, so huge omega 6s, I mean, which is like an acid or a toxin to your body. No omega 3s in meats. But if you grass fed, grass finished meats, you have more omega 3s in beef than you do in salmon. It becomes a superfood from a toxic food. But nobody will know that because the pharmaceutical companies won't make money if you realize that. If that becomes the norm. There we go, grinding back up. I like it too. I don't do it now, but I used to raise livestock up on the mountain. We hopped out of the city for a couple of years and just lived right up in the mountains for a few years, homesteading. So my daughters, at a young age, had an opportunity to raise chickens and ducks and lamb, and for kids who were born and raised in the city. I think it's important that they get to experience that. I mean, they're still city girls now, but yeah, they talk about it often and love that part of their life, and they're growing up that experience. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. It's good for the soul. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Super Size Me 2, no. Um, but you know what I did see that I thought was incredible was Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. which it's a finance guy who decided to focus on his quality of life and living and well-being. And it was really a great documentary, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I think it's on Netflix. I definitely recommend everybody watch it. And you'll see the value in the quality of food that you put in your body. Yeah, the plastic's a big problem. Yeah, that is a big problem, especially in the oceans. So I try to make it a point to stay away from plastic things. On the boats, my boat, I have stoneware for dishes and cups. I have silicone storage bags. I don't use plastic bags. When I go shopping, I bring my canvas backpacks, and I use that for shopping bags. So I'm trying my best to cut down my use of plastics. I don't buy the small water bottles. I keep a stainless steel bottle if I want water. If I need to buy water, then the smallest I'll buy is a gallon. I don't even like the idea that my water is sitting in a plastic container, but I can't avoid that sometimes. Oh, you saw Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead? What'd you think of it, Tommy? Do you think of it, or are you responding to Supersize Me too? But if you saw Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, let me know your thoughts on it. Oh, that was a pretty strong bar down. Happened across all the markets. Yep, lots of plastic and fish. I think at the rate we're going in the next 5 years, that there's going to be more tons of plastic in the water than fish in the oceans. I believe I had read that somewhere. Looks like a double top on the 5. making a good move down. But all in all, I mean, really, there was the morning move, and the rest of the time, it's just kind of churning out. Maybe a little higher, sitting back, a little higher, sitting back. Not a very aggressive day, you know. Up 23 points for the morning. That's not bad. But we had some opportunities, you know. We made a few bucks, got a few good trades off. We can't ask for more than that out of a day, eh? But you could watch for a breakout in the afternoon. You know, break above the high, or if there's a consolidation through lunch, you could look for a break of that consolidation, and then you know, catch me tomorrow 9 a.m. We'll talk about the markets a little bit, the news and everything. Get ready for the day, and then you know, we start trading at 9:30 once the market opens. Hopefully, we catch another good one and make a few bucks on Friday. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and hit the bell so you know that when we come up, because sometimes we get knocked out. Our stream is not that good. And hit the like, because it's like tipping your host, and it goes a long way, and I appreciate it. If you join us tomorrow, don't be inhibited with the questions. Ask me whatever you wish, and I'm happy to answer your questions. There's no such thing as a bad question, so feel free to ask me anything. I mean, if you're new to the industry, then you don't know what you don't know, and I expect that. So, yeah, fire them out. I'll do the best I can to help you guys learn how to trade. Not that I'm signing off. I just figured I'd check all the boxes right now. But I'm just watching this market trade back. Looks like it's about to trigger that 5-minute divergence. Which it did. It's right there. Just bounced off of it. 23.54 would be the low that it's got to break through to continue down, which I did see that. I saw, I think, 23.40. But it looks like it's bouncing off of that. Fighting to stay up. The 5-minute momentum is still bearish. 2-minute momentum's bearish. The 1-minute momentum, we could say, is bearish. It just looks like the 30-second is kind of flattening out a little bit. You're in the best place, man, because you have no bad habits, John. So knowing nothing is the best place to be, man. So just, you know, watch the market, absorb it, listen, you know, get that understanding, and then you'll start getting a feel for it, and away you go. And before you know it, you'll be giving Anthony a run for his money, because he's not a bad trader. Actually, we have some good traders in here. A little crazy, a little reckless, but that's cool. We'll work that out, and we'll just make them consistent and profitable. And I'll make some more rich men. I made a lot of rich men in my day. You know, not making them money, but guys who worked with me or for me, and I taught them how to make money, and they're wealthy men now, and they're young men too. A lot of them are still in their 30s, upper 30s, mid 30s. You know, they started with me when they were in their 20s, and ended up growing through the business and making some money. Some of them have gone on their own. Some of them are running hedge funds and firms. Some of them are just working for other companies. One of them ended up in jail. Oh, I loved that kid, but he was crazy, man. He ended up in jail with drugs. But he was one of those guys who were self-medicating. Yeah, I'm cleaning my head, man. Definitely. Yeah, it smells bad. It's like just permeating. That's the downfall of being on a boat, man. That is the only thing I don't like about a boat, is the head. Because, I mean, I don't care where you are, what kind of boat. You could be on a cruise ship. You always get some smell out of the head, and I just can't stand it. And that's probably the biggest thing that keeps my kids off the boat, which I call them kids, but they're young adults. Well, one's a teenager, one's a young adult. But anyway, I mean, that's what they bitch about. But yeah, you know, they're city prima donnas. And when we're out at sea, there's no air conditioning. So they bitch about that too, which there is, but I'm not going to eat up all that power to run the air conditioning because my daughters are sissies. All right, well, yeah, you know what? It's 12 o'clock, and it's a wrap. I appreciate everybody coming down. Don't forget to hit the like. I need it. And, yeah, you know, hit the subscribe and hit the bell, and check me out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So, anyway, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for all the conversation you guys gave me and all the content. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and good luck trading.